Now to begin the, or I should say continue the tutorial on lights, I'd like to show you the advantage of that filter. If I'm here in my top view and I want to grab the target, notice how I'm trying to grab the target but I keep grabbing the actual couch. And that gets real annoying where I can go up into my filters where it says all, select cameras, and it's just going to let me select the camera. I can't accidentally select anything else. So if you're working, if you have your model's completely done, you might as well go ahead and filter out everything but your cameras so that you can concentrate on that aspect of your model. Now the next part I want to show you is a camera, just like a real camera, can be adjusted. So with the camera selected, not the target, but the camera, go into Modify. Now we have a series of modifications that we can make here. We're not going to mess with too many of these until animation 2, but we are going to go ahead and look at the different lenses. And if you're familiar with photography at all, you'll understand what these lenses do. But for instance, we're at a 43 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to 15. Notice what happens. It is a wide angle lens here, and it's actually it's showing me that there's no walls outside. Very distorted. Now as I click and I go up higher, you'll notice that the perspective is less distorted. But eventually, as I keep clicking, I'm going to get closer and closer and closer. And this may be too close, right? So let's not use that. Let's go in and again select the camera, not the target. If you have them both selected, it won't work. You actually have to have the target or the camera. And 35, 50, those are pretty good. And then what we might want to do when we're setting up our scene, even though we've built 4 walls, and we're eventually going to do a complete walkthrough with a free camera where the camera will follow a path through the house, I would like you to do a few pan shots where you actually remove a wall and you get the camera out outside of the room and actually just render it from here to like here. Actually, I'd probably even do this a little closer in there. Sorry, maybe 85, where you can do a left to right scan over a course of like maybe 200 or 300 frames and get a good look at your furniture. Focus on the furniture you spend so much time modeling. Alright, so to adjust a camera, you need to select the camera, not the target. If you select a line in between, you're selecting both the camera and the target, but there's no modify command there. Okay, so you can do that. You can select the line coming from the camera to the target to move the entire unit, but to just modify the camera itself has to be selected. Okay, so that's going to end our cameras, and we're not going to do much with cameras other than when we get into animation we're going to use a free camera to animate, and we'll do that in our final module for this class. So at this point you can go in and start using cameras to evaluate your scene. Zoom into areas that you might have trouble with and go, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't look real or whatnot. And this is a good chance for you to go back and adjust your model. For instance, you can see there's a gap between my couch here. I may not have seen that in a perspective view, but now with the camera, when I go to do a render, you can actually see there's a gap in there. So I could slide that furniture over a little bit. Alright.